Tetlow Air Sports Centre here for the Gordon Bennett Coupe du Monde, the 63rd World Cup of gas ballooning, and we're here in Montbéliard in France. Last year we were in Bern, before that in Gruyere, 2 years in Switzerland. Next year we're going to be in Poland. We've got 20 pilots, 20 teams lined up for this year's event. You can hear everybody now just coming outside of the main briefing, which has just taken part. It's going to be a great, exciting adventure over the next 10 days, as it always is. We've been having a little bit of a look at the trajectories that you have predicted for the weather to see just what's going to be happening with these teams. Shortly we're going to get a few of the pilots here with me and just get their impression of what they expect from this week. First of all, last year's winners from Poland. Dzień dobry, Matthias and Jackie. Come on, join us, guys. Just come a little bit closer, a little bit more in this way, so we get you all in shot. Dzień dobry.
Dzień dobry, cześć.
Dzień dobry.
Cześć, dzień dobry.
Okay, who's got the best English then? You have, well, first of all, congratulations for last year. Big round of applause, guys, for last year. Let's hear it, come on.
Yeah, thanks.
What a final that was. We thought it was over. We had Germany heading on that north-east track. They put themselves down. You waited and then came strong and off you went. How has your year been since that win?
It was absolutely crazy. We had to visit like 20 different medias, presidents and such and such. So yeah, we didn't expect it's going to have such an impact on our life past year, but it did, and yeah, it was fun.
And your year with flights, have you done much practice, much training?
Yeah, we had a few training flights, but we made some modification for our balloon to increase our safety, and yeah, so there's that.
And what about this year for the strategies? Are you going to give anything away? Can you give us any little clues?
No way.
Nothing at all?
No, I can tell you that yeah, we'll spread along the Europe, and there are a few interesting strategies, but I'm not going to tell you which one is ours.
And do you work on that yourself, or do you have your team of Meteo behind the scenes?
Sure. We have a very strong Meteo team, as they showed last year that they made us the perfect plan to the victory, and they're already working very hard to plan us a good flight. And yeah, there are a ton of people that are helping us, and the team is strong and ready.
Tell us a little bit about the strategy from last year. If I remember correctly, it was about waiting and holding, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. We had to stay in as close to Bern as possible for the first 24 hours, and in order to wait for the wind to change, so we could go east, which gave us way to home, to Poland.
And at the moment, Poland, very strong across all air sports, not just with the gas ballooning.
Pretty much, yeah. Of course, in gliders, in aerobatics, in paragliders, in navigation, flying, we have only gold medals. So we hope to keep the trend and get another gold for Poland.
And how's the preparations looking for next year, for the 64th?
It's a lot of work. It's only the beginning, but to be honest, at this point we're pretty advanced, but it's a bit too early for me to spare you all the details. It's going to be a great event, I can promise you that.
Well, guys, dziękuję. It's great. Oh, yes.
Okay, in Poland there is only 2 gas balloons.
Just a minute, he speaks great English.
Okay, so only two gas balloons. Last year, 1 balloon was first and second, fourth, so we are quite good. As we are looking for balloons, a number of balloons in Germany or in other countries, we have only 2 balloons.
And where are you based? Where is your normal base?
We live in different cities. Mateusz is from south of Poland. I am from central Poland. So it is a small problem to make a correct training for us.
Do you know how many flights you've done together?
How many flights? Oh.
Difficult to say, but it's difficult to say exactly. But we're flying with each other for 5 years now. So yeah.
And were they different teams before? Did you fly with different people?
No, I fly only with Mateusz, but previous Mateusz was flying with Krzysztof Zapart.
Yes, and that's the other team we have.
Yeah, this is the other Polish team. With the new second pilot, our friend Adam. Yeah.
Yes, was Adam around last year? I think we saw him. He was here, wasn't he? Well, not here, but in Bern.
I'm not sure. You gotta ask them. Yeah.
So, what's your plan now for the rest of the afternoon?
Oh, we have a good ceremony, in Peugeot Museum. Before that, we have to make some calls to our meteor team, talk about some strategy, and then perhaps relax in the evening because tomorrow is a big day and hard work, and then the following days are gonna be even harder, of course.
They are indeed. Well, Team Poland, last year's victorious team. Thank you very much for joining me, and give a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, so you heard there, we tried to get some strategy out of it. We said, absolutely not. We're not giving anything away just yet. We'll keep trying, though. I'm going to keep pushing and poking these teams and see what information we can get. We've got a new team here from Luxembourg. Let's see if they'll give the game away. Come and join us. Sir Claude, how are you? Carlo?
This is Claude.
Hi, Claude. How are you? They're Carlo and Claude.
Yeah.
Yes, you're very tall.
Yes, it's not really the advantage, but
For being in that basket, it must be it's tight for you, eh?
yes, we have quite a big basket country.
Big basket country. Yes. And tell me, how does it feel to be competing in your first Gordon Bennett?
Well, this is really the first time we do the Gordon Bennett, and it's really also my first experience in gas ballooning. I'm more the hot air balloon guy, competing for a couple of years. And this is really something very, very difficult, more sensitive, more sensible. I'm really excited to do this competition.
Any idea yet on your strategy, or is it secret?
Still secret.
Still see. There's some interesting lines being shown at the moment on the Meteor. Eh?
Yeah, it's quite moving around. So on ground level, 1,000 meters, 3,000 meters. So it's going from France, from here to La Bresse, to direction Ireland, and you stay maybe in the sea, or you go south over Italy. So it's we will see. It will be interesting.
Excellent. And this balloon, is it yours? Do you rent it? What?
Well, we got a rented balloon from Cameron Balloons, which is a very nice balloon. It's a bit different from the usual balloon made because it has a different valve. So it's supposed to be more economic in venting hydrogen once you want to go down. So we had a couple of training flights, about a dozen of training flights this year, which is nice. So we know the balloon. So now we have to test it in competition.
Wow, we're really looking forward to it. Who have you got here? How many people are with you with the team?
12 altogether.
12?
Yes, and 12 on the ground.
All right.
We have a PC course in Luxembourg where we say hello to Patrick, to David, and Tom, and Sebastian. So we are quite good on the ground, equipped with doing the guys who are doing the strategies. Yeah.
Who's looking after the Meteor? Do you have one person, or is it a big team?
Well, we have one guy who did former Gordon Bennett, and he's the strategic guy. And he's getting the information from met people from Luxembourg Airport. These are friends, and they help Sebastian to do the strategy right now and tomorrow. And then we have a guy from ATC, Luxembourg ATC, who also is a friend, and he will give us some hand to get the authorizations to guide us through the ATC to the airspaces, or advise us from the ground on the different airspaces we have to cross, so we do not have to cross.
What do you foresee as being the biggest challenge for you on this event?
Well, first of all, having a nice flight together, that's the main thing, and then when we go in the top 10, and maybe if we come later on, maybe a podium. So that will be the greatest deal what we could do.
Have you heard that, ladies and gentlemen? The first time ever in Gordon Bennett, Team Luxembourg, looking for that podium, and we'll be wishing you all the best. Carlo and Claude,
Yeah,
have a great competition.
thank you.
Luxembourg, a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. All right, thank you guys. Well, my arm's aching. He's tall. Interviewing Carlo, that's not easy, eh? We're going to move in now from the Swiss team. Which Swiss team? Swiss. Swiss
Team 1, of course.
Yes, well, I remember you guys from the Freiburg Challenge a couple of years ago in Coupe. What a great competition that was.
Absolutely. We tried to be first or maybe second, but it was not the case the tomorrow morning.
And what preparation have you been doing? How long has it taken? When did it start, the prep?
So we start, in fact, we fly all the year, of course, and we have done roughly 25 flights this year. So good preparation, a lot of high altitude flight, a lot of mountain flight, Alps flight, etc. So we are very well prepared.
It is. Your team, it's almost like mission control at NASA. Are you still working with the university? Is it still as high-tech as this?
Absolutely, we work together with the University of Applied Sciences, Western Switzerland, with the students, master students and professor, and they are right now at the PC course at the post of command in Freiburg right now. They are preparing for the next flight.
All right, and your strategy?
We still don't know. We have the briefing with our team just later on. So
Seriously, you've not decided yet? Is that real? Is that real?
no, most probably England, I would say, but still to be confirmed.
Interesting stuff. And what do you see as the this year, looking at it now, where we are and the predicted weather, what do you see as the biggest challenge?
Yes, it is, because there are a lot of very strong competitions this year with a lot of very talented teams, and we try to do the best.
And as we were hearing from the ATC, every year it gets more difficult. There's more things in the air, more aviation. How do you feel that? How much more difficult does it seem to you?
For me, balloons flight before the first airplane, and balloons still will flight after the last airplane. So we just have to wait and be patient.
That is brilliant. Once all the petrol is gone, we'll still have the hydrogen.
Absolutely. Hydrogen is an energy vector for the future. Yes. So we are ready for the next centuries.
Have you heard that? Ready for the next century from Swiss One. We look forward to seeing you out there this week. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. Great. All right, and now the reason we are here in France is because of these two gentlemen. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Good to see you. Bonjour, ça va? Je suis heureux. Heureux. Heureux.
I am happy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Je suis heureux.
Always.
So, you must be very proud. We're here. We made it 2 years down the line.
Yeah, it's a great recollection because we won 2 years ago with a really nice flight through Estonia.
Yeah.
So it's always a great pleasure to fly from our country for sure.
It was an incredible flight. You had to get through, if I remember correctly, that gap. Was it between Kaliningrad and Belarus? There was a thin line.
Yeah, that's correct. A small gap of 30 kilometers.
Yes.
And we spot it from the landing spot. So it's what's a great job from our great support team on ground.
How are you feeling this year? Confident?
Well, it's as usual. We want to be airborne to take pleasure. We think we're well prepared, and then we will see.
So out of all the people here today, who has got the most wins in Gordon Bennett?
Him.
Yeah. give a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause. Come on, let's see it. Big round of applause. Now, the number of wins, is it, how many is it? Is it 11? 11 wins? 9 wins. 9 wins. So that's, it's a good thing.
Yes, and I hope 10.
Yes, we're going for the 10. Have you been, just tell me a little bit about the journey from winning in Gruyere 2 years ago to now. Have you been heavily involved, or has it been another committee?
No, we're all with the same rhythm every year. So now we think that technique's no more a problem. We are working hard on building a great team around us. Yeah. That's the main job for us.
Yes. And here we are in, is my pronunciation good? Aéronautique du Pieds Montbéliard.
Eh?
No! See, I've been practicing with my girlfriend and she's French-Canadian, so it's different French.
You need more practice.
Let's try again. Aérodrome du Pieds Montbéliard.
Aérodrome.
Montbéliard. That's okay, no? Yeah? Come on, don't leave me. Thank you very much. Listen, we'll catch up with you throughout the rest of... Well, tomorrow we'll be catching up with you during the inflation.
Okay, it could be.
Thank you. Give a big round of applause to our French victors from 2 years ago in Coupe. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So we had the most wins there with 9 wins. But who's taken part in the Gordon Bennett more times than anybody else? 26 times. Let's bring him in. The dynasty of the Eimers. Come and join us. Thank you very much. Just thank you, Regan. Welcome, Sebastian. To keep this sound great, man. It's good to see you. So just a little bit closer in for the shot, but 26 times. That's a lot.
26 is a long time. Yes. And 9 times a loser, the second place.
Yeah, and 9 times a loser.
Yeah, second place is the loser, first loser.
And I think 2 years ago, didn't you retire?
No, not retired. I think it's a good when I make a break and more power. And this time I have more power. I go ahead.
Sebastian, first time ever, 3 members of the same family in the sky at once.
Yes, it's I think the first time that 3 members of one family, take part.
And is there going to be a lot of competition between the 2 teams?
Oh, I don't think so. My brother is just over there, Matthias over there. I think we try work together. Maybe we fly different strategies. So we will see tomorrow.
Interesting, eh? And you've flown obviously with your sons, with all your sons.
Yes, that's not the problem. We had a big fighting yesterday before. We have not too much sandbags. I lose my sandbags. It's a penalties for you. Yes.
You lose them?
Yeah, I lose my sandbags. That's not a problem. We're a good friendship and we help you. That's okay.
It must be an interesting one in your mind to have 3 sons and to see their different techniques, no? The different ways they fly, the different way they handle themselves in the flight.
Yes, we have a one competition center and we have a one deal. You go left, I go right. Maybe good place is the important thing.
Good place is the important thing. What about your strategies? Are we going to talk about that yet?
Not yet.
It's too early. Maybe tomorrow, 24 hours later, then we have more strategy.
One of the highlights for me last year was on the final day, in the final hours, being in your mission control with you, Sebastian. You took me up there. Thank you. So grateful for that. And we were looking at that final flight. It was down to the wire, wasn't it? It was so close.
Oh yes, I remember last year you visited us in Bern at our head center with Max. Yeah, and I think it was about 30 minutes before landing. And Benjamin and Matthias, they weren't able to fly anymore. They throw out every piece of sand in, I don't know, I remember, I think about 14,000 feet, something like that. And then, they have to land. So, but if they would known last year that there was a penalty for the second place, they could maybe find another, I don't know what, piece of sand and fly maybe a little bit more. But this year, next try.
Interesting. And we've got a bit of music starting there.
The best teams will win the race.
The best team will win.
Yes.
Well, listen, give them a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it. Okay. Good luck.
Bye-bye.
We'll be watching. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow, guys. Thank you very much. Wow. So we're going to get our next team. It's Poland 1. Let's get Team Poland 1. Our good friend, Christoph. Good to see you, my friend. We've been having a lot of fun today. We've been doing some behind-the-scenes videos and practicing my Polish. Dzień dobry. Sausage.
Oh, perfect. You are a great Polish languages.
Piwo to moje paliwo.
Yes, you are right.
Adam, just come in a little bit for the shot there. I must say, very good Converse you are wearing here. Very, very bright, very good. And I even got a Team Poland shirt a little bit earlier, so I wonder if I'll get any Team Poland Converse, we shall see. But tell me, all joking aside, next year, Poland.
Next year, Poland. We welcome you to Poland, to Wrocław. It's my side country, very famous place. Come to Poland. All France people, all over the world people, because it's one of amazing place in the world.
It is. It's absolutely gorgeous. Wrocław really is a beautiful place. If you do get to visit, do get there. So this year, tell us about your preparation. Is it weeks in advance, months? When does it start?
Last year we lose the third place or second place because we can't fly over the sea because our co-pilot doesn't swim, and this year we changed the co-pilot who can swim, who can fight, who can win. The number one for us is good preparing. We started prepare 10 months ago, and everything was changed. It's a completely new team. without me, because I'm a leader of the team, and we will prepare to the win this year.
Looking for the win. Adam, is it your first Gordon Bennett?
Yes, this is first Gordon Bennett for me, but and I think that it will be a great flight, and I hope that Polish team number 2 will win.
That's awesome. What kind of systems have you got behind the scenes? What is your meteor area? Is it working from Poland, or have you got people here?
Now we had headquarters in Poland. We had middlemen and strategy men who can preparing all for us, sending to our balloon. We checking it and thinking what we do and fighting.
Some interesting strategies available this year: low and slow to the west, over France, high, fast down towards Italy.
Yeah, we like high altitude and fast wind, because our record flight was 146 kilometers per hour. We can do new record for the speed.
That's right. So we're going to make a note of that. 100 and what was it?
145 kilometers per hour.
Wow, that is fast.
It was fast, really amazing. We can do new record.
Adam, how do you feel? Are you calm, relaxed? Are you excited?
I'm calm and relaxed too, and aviation it's not for special for me, because I'm instructor pilot in Polish Air Force Academy in Dęblin, and air is fantastic environment for me.
We all love being in the skies. Aviation, that's what it's all about, being above the clouds, free as birds.
Yeah, we like it. We love it, because if we throw like a bird, we do that as a free person.
That's fantastic. Tomorrow, can we come and see you and have a look in the basket as you're inflating and have a look at your technology there, see what you've got? Is that okay?
Maybe Christoph give you a better answer.
Yeah, the technology and all is completely new system, new batteries. We lose 100 kilos. We can fight.
Wish I could lose a few kilos. I don't know about 100. The technology they had last year in the chase vehicle, that was like something from Bon Jovi, with the TV coming out of the floor.
Yeah, it was good. It was good car, because it's really slow. Not too slow to this year. I think if we flew faster and faster, we can use the faster car.
Who's going to be in the chase vehicle this year?
This year the chase is our team. Come to us, Adam and Anya.
Yes, come and say hello to them. Adam and Anya, give a round of applause. Adam and Anya. Adam, come in a little bit more there, just for the so we can see you. How are you, my friend? So there's Adam. How are you?
How are you?
Are you good? Jak se máš?
Jest okej.
Dobrze.
Dobrze.
Dzięki.
Dzięki.
Spoko. Spoko mordo.
Piwo to moje paliwo.
A piwo to moje paliwo. And give me a t-shirt earlier. Thank you, Dzięki.
Dzięki.
I had to change here. Luckily there was no cameras. I've not breathed in that hard for years.
Yes.
Your hair is different than the last time I saw you.
Yes, different.
Mine's exactly the same.
Yes.
You wear the same car, the same
style.
Yep, it's good style. Good style. Like a Kojak.
Kojak, we love you, baby. Are you looking forward to the chase? Are you looking forward to the follow?
Yes. Follow for Krzysztof and.
She's good driver. She never sleep.
That's amazing. On that note, we'll leave it there. Poland, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Dziękuję. Thank you very much for joining us, guys. We look forward to following your travels. Off you go over there, and thank you very much, guys. Give me a big round of applause to Poland. Thank you. Thanks to Adam. Thank you. Well, there you go. You've heard it. We're all set for the action. 20 teams in preparation for the 63rd Gordon Bennett. Starting off here at the Aéronautique de Piers, Montbéliard. I'm sorry about my French pronunciation. I'm sure people are cringing at that. We're going to be back here tonight at 7 p.m. for the opening ceremony and the order draw. And we'll be coming to you live from the Peugeot Museum. I hope it's Peugeot. It is Peugeot. The Peugeot Museum. We'll see you there. My name is Regan Interviews. Join us tonight, 7 p.m.